Africa's internal trade remains below 20%, one of the lowest regional figures globally. Bottlenecks such as procedural delays at ports, uneven application of AfCFTA trade preferences, non-tariff barriers, and high logistics costs have limited the benefits. Nigeria says these obstacles are now being tackled head-on with the country-led initiative, the Customs Partnership for African Cooperation in Trade, CPACT, at the forefront.
And that gap is that customs has not been integrated enough in the implementation of the AfCFTA. And I continued my engagement with them. I made these points in all the programs that I attended, that we now need to bring this conversation. We need to bring customs, heads of customs, into these conversations about the implementation of the regional trade agreement. And gradually the idea gained traction.
To further push for concrete resolutions of these issues, the country is hosting the CPAC conference in Abuja next week, starting Monday, supported by Afreximbank and the World Customs Organization. Over 30 customs administrations from across the continent are set to attend.
For the first time, we are going to be playing hosts to the Secretary General of the World Customs Organization, here at Saunders. He would be here throughout the period of the conference. He would deliver a keynote on Tuesday, the second day, and he will also participate actively in other side meetings and engagements. As we speak, we already have confirmed registration from about 30 African customs administrations. Out of these 30, 22 of them are at the Director General's level. Others are represented. We've invited people from different parts of Africa so that they will come to talk to customs and the policy makers on their challenges, the frustrations they have, the continued retention of some non-tariff barriers to trade, which we also know about. From the look of things, when we did the numbers, we've discovered that we had more private sector operatives who have registered for this conference more than those in public sectors. Governments don't trade. Customs don't trade. The banks will not trade. But it is the economic operators that will trade. And they are the ones that these instruments of free trade are designed for. And we are happy that they have embraced the initiatives and they are going to be with us.
Nigeria hopes the conference will help improve economy on the continent, driven by SMEs, and strengthen regional trade.
The suspension of customs duty is to liberalize the market and provide these goods that are produced in Africa market access everywhere in Africa. And I think it does make some sense because by the time we started checking, as at 2023, 2024, the biggest direction of exports from Nigeria is African countries. This is the statistics that we got from NBS, and this is what the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is asking us to leverage on so that we remove all barriers, non-tariff barriers, so that more of Nigerians, especially our SMEs, who are now doing very well, can enjoy free access to these markets in Africa and make the maximum benefit from trade.
The CPAC conference could be a turning point for Nigeria and the continent, helping redirect trade, protecting local producers from dumping, and navigating global trade wars and rising protectionism. Its success, however, in harmonizing customs and breaking barriers will be measured in the weeks and months ahead. Adesuwa Moran, Arise News.